now.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel is the answer to all your lunch and dinner cravings. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burnt-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Don't forget their great sides like mac and cheese, cheesy potatoes, barbecue beans, or red slaw. Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel, open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring your friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. Hurry, this deal ends soon. See Home Club for details.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive. Always honest answers.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today. It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
It's the greatest time of the year again. Kickoff is here and football is officially back. Over 1 million fans across 33 states got in the game last year by making picks on Underdog, and this year you can too. Making picks on Underdog is straightforward and signing up is even easier. Just head over to Underdog's simple-to-use mobile app or UnderdogFantasy.com and sign up with promo code EARLY, and Underdog will give you a free pick to use on your first cash pick'em entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code EARLY to claim your new customer special of a free pick and your deposit offer. Must be 19 plus in Nebraska and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Welcome into the locker room, the most sacred of spaces in sports. Talking you through the behind-the-scenes conversations that happen behind closed doors. With former Nebraska football tight end, Chancellor Brewington.
Chancellor Brewington, the 6-year senior tight end, finding his way into the end zone.
And former South Dakota State running back and Nebraska football assistant, Mikey Daniel.
Hand off to Daniel inside the 2 to the 1, and he powers his way into the end zone for a South Dakota State touchdown.
This is The Locker Room, brought to you by Pep Foundation Repair. Here are your hosts, Chancellor Brewington and Mikey Daniel.
Yes, welcome into the locker room here on a Thursday as we inch closer to the ever-important Nebraska-Indiana game. I'm sure there'll be plenty talk about that, some NFL talk, Heisman race, plenty to come, but we'll, as usually start with the quote card. So I'll send it over to Chancellor Brewington and Mikey Daniel. What's good, Mike? What's good today, man?
You about to say what's the good word?
Yeah, I was for a second, but it's Thursday, man. How you feeling?
Bro, I'm good. I'm really good. My soul just feels revitalized. I got some good sleep last night. Just my soul is just invigorated. I don't know. I feel good. How about you?
I'm great. Me and some of my closest friends, and actually some family members are doing a challenge.
Ooh.
And so for the next 2 weeks, I'm reading this book called Power Subconscious Mind, and it talks about impressing things into your subconscious before you go to sleep.
Okay.
And doing it right when you wake up, because that's when your conscious state is, wiped away, obviously, because you're not conscious, right? But your subconscious never goes to sleep.
Right.
And so we've drawn out, we wrote out, I should say, very specific affirmations, kind of like a prayer almost, but kind of in the affirmation kind of outline. And we're going to do it 14 days. And so we're going to do it, morning and or nighttime and morning. And then 2 times a week, we're going to add a visualization to it. And just to see the fruits of it and see what comes from it. Because I know there's only great things that come from that. You know what I'm saying? And just to see that and be a part of it as a group,
So is this like you doing this on a phone call?
No, everyone is doing it separate. Okay. We're just doing it as like accountability. Like, oh, you did yours, just checking in. But yeah, man, that's what, the next 2 weeks is going to be fun, man.
Man, you're going to have to share that to Bach and I. We know Bach could use it, but I definitely could use it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we could do a locker room version too. I'll get as many people involved as possible.
Hey, man, that's the whole goal, man.
Yeah.
Well, it's Thursday. I always got a quote, so let's get into it. It says, never forget why you do what you do. People don't burn out because of what they do. People burn out because life makes them forget why they do it. What that mean?
I mean a lot, bro. There's I see it daily now. Now that I'm getting older, I see people burn out. I see people. I know I have a family member who makes a lot of money, man, but you can just tell his soul's tired.
Yeah.
You can tell he's like his soul is tired. Like he sleeps, but he's not rested. Like you can just tell. And then, and I'm not specifically talking about this person, but then people turn to other things to fill that whatever it is that they're missing. And I think a lot of that is could possibly be like we're not really in our true purpose. The thing that really makes us alive. The reason why we're here. And I think sometimes people try to drink it out, sex it out, whatever it is. But I feel like until we get attached to that, but the concept of getting burnt out inside of your purpose, I think you just have to understand the concept of rest. And like that, like rest is like vital. God rested on the 7th day. He made man on 6th day.
Come on.
So the first day he had with man, what did he do?
He
rested with him. Why? To give man a format that everything we should do should be out of the state and out of the I would say like the perspective of rest.
Yeah.
Like we should never do things. The grind and work hard mentality. I used to be 10 toes on that.
6 days. I'll give you 6.
But I used to think like I gotta this, but I realized the people who really made it and are comfortable and are really at peace, that's not how they do it.
Yeah.
And they have a method in which they don't burn out by meditation and things like that.
This kind of goes hand in hand with yesterday's. It says,
what was yesterday's?
I dare you to do it today.
Oh, yeah.
And again tomorrow. And then after that, until it becomes a part of your process or becomes a part of you. This is the same thing. Don't get getting burnt out. And that is why when we talk about success,
what is success to you?
Peace. That's it. That's it. Do I have peace? That's success to me. I can go at 24 years old. I signed a $2.3 million contract to go play in the NFL. Okay. none of that matters. You just said, I got a family member that made X amount of dollars. I make a lot of money, but they're tired. Right. I started off the show by saying, you said, how you doing? I said, man, my soul is revitalized. It doesn't matter. If I chase $1, I'll never have that peace because a peace will never come from a dollar sign. Yeah. A dollar doesn't make a man makes $1.
Right.
And that's where I think people get it twisted. But I say peace is the only true success to me. It doesn't matter how much you make, because it doesn't matter how many cars you got, how many, it doesn't matter. You win Grammys, that's not success to me. Great. You achieved a high level in your craft. That you're not successful to me, because guess what? Now we're seeing things coming out in the news. You got all these things, right? Are you successful sitting behind the prison wall? No. Right? You won all these things, you did all these things, but you're not successful because you don't have peace, obviously, because you're turning to these vices that are getting you turned up.
Right.
So to me, that's the only way I can measure success. And the most successful people I know, they have peace. Like that's the only thing I know. I used to 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 4 years ago, whatever, my mindset wouldn't have been that.
Yeah,
it would have been like, oh, I gotta have the biggest house, I gotta have the nicest cars, I gotta have the most beautiful wife, or whatever, right? Whatever that looks like. I do have the most beautiful wife, and the most beautiful babies.
Right.
So that's successful to me.
Right.
But if I don't have peace in that, then what am I? And what good are they? And what good am I to them? So that's how I measure success. But that quote just rang my bell a little bit, because again, you can find yourself getting burnt out. And when you do, what are you turning to get that revitalization? That's another thing.
Yeah, that's a good point. I love the success part. And what do you turn to when you're burnt out? Do you change your rhythm? Do you change your pattern at all? You can't expect with the definition of insanity, what is it?
Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different outcome.
Yeah, so there has to be some type of break in pattern for you to get a new outcome, especially when it comes to being burnt out. Man, I love just like going for a walk.
Yeah.
And leave my phone in the car.
Yeah.
Just going for a walk outside and just like, okay, like, man, you notice that every tree has this different shade of green.
Yeah.
There's no same color out in nature. Like the sunset, like just noticing little things like that, it just changes your rhythm in which you think and the pattern in which you think. I think people could use that in any field. I mean, business, education, art, anything. Because we all get to a place where, Nebraska's midway through the season, right? We all get to a place where, like, man, waking up at 6 a.m. is a grind, right? Waking up and then, running into another human being is a grind. But the moment we can somehow get some type of method, some type of something where we're taking ourselves out of our current situation, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, whatever it is, and placing us in like some people call it a zen or whatever it is, right? Just placing us in a super, rich place mentally.
Every time I talk to those cats down on Memorial Lane, I always say that. We always talk about your why. And that can be so surface level, right? Oh, what is your why? Oh, my mom. Okay, take it deeper, right?
You said mama.
whatever it is, and that's what I always, oh, my mom. Okay, good. But remember that. Remember that tomorrow morning when you waking up, your body hurts. It's 5 a.m. It's cold outside now. It's dark. You ain't going to see the sun for a couple hours. And by the time you get home at the end of the day, you're not going to see the sun because it's we're in that season. So you have to be able to remember. You have to be if it's mom, great. You got to remember mom's face and everything she did to get you into this position when you're in those moments.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying that's why I love this quote, because we talked about the mundane middle and we're in the middle of the season. Things begin monotonous. That team has to now take that over to Indiana and Bloomington, right? And they got to say, what? How do we stop this high-powered offense?
Yeah. How do you?
That's the question.
Yeah.
And what do you think it is? What are they going to have to do on Saturday to stop this high-powered offense?
You have to trust your DC. You got to trust Tony White. If you're a player, I think you have to trust the game plan. And not try to do too much, because this is an offense where if one person is out of order on the defense, they're going to pick you apart.
Yeah.
And simply like, let's say a linebacker like knows the RPO is coming and wants to get greedy because they know it's a heavy box or something, and he's just out of position on a gap. They end up handing it off and it busts, right?
Mhm.
And it ends up gashing, right? He's just trying to play two roles. You just got to play your role, and you trust that. Okay, Tony White has played Curtis Rook before, so
Mhm.
you just got to trust that the game plan is perfect, right? And literally, you have to trust that the game plan is perfect and that we have the firepower on this defense to do it, and that I need to, whether it's personalize it, Javen Wright, John Bullock, especially these backers, Mekhi
Mhm.
Bayer, Prince Will, MJ Sherman, like these guys need to say, okay, I just need to do my job. I just
Yeah.
need to do my job. When James Williams gets on the field, and he's out there to pass rush, Prince Will out there to pass rush, do your job.
Mhm.
If you got contained, do your job. If you got the running back, do your job. And I think just trusting the game plan will take this team to the next level. Then nationally, I think Nebraska gets known as a top 10 defense after this game.
No question.
Yeah.
They have to. And so we already believe that over here.
Right.
And I think that they just have to show that to the world. Like, okay, you did it against Colorado, great. Right. Now you kind of you dropped the ball against Illinois because that was a weird game.
Right.
I don't even know. I'm on it. Right. But you talk about doing your job. So this last weekend I went back to the crib, right? Went to South Dakota State, spoke to that team on Friday night before their game, and had an opportunity to sit with the head coach. And me and him go way back. Love that dude. He's gonna be last year alone. He interviewed for like the defensive coordinator position at Penn State. And he was only a first year head coach there. He won the national championship last year. Should do it again, right, this year. But he said, man, I was like, what you think about that kid over there? He goes, I really like him, except for he does his job. I was like, yeah, what you mean? He goes, but he only does his job. So what is he saying? He goes, if there's a play to go be made, he's hesitant.
Mm.
And so you need that guy. Like, that's why I love Tommy Hill.
Right.
Because Tommy Hill doesn't care. He's going to do his job, but when an opportunity presents itself, he's not afraid to miss. And that's what makes you really great. That's where those guys really show who they are. Because I can't be afraid, okay, they're running the go ball right here, or they're running hitch and go. Sometimes you're going to get beat on the hitch and go. It's going to happen because who you are, you're like, I'm going to go take this hitch, and I'm taking it to the crib the other way.
Yeah.
Right? Same thing happened at Colorado.
Yeah.
Right? And he had the pick six. Right? The same thing could have happened. He could have missed. So now on the coaching staff, I also have to trust my guy to go be who he is. I have to say, Tony White, I got to be like, hey, do your job, but also I need you to not be afraid.
Yeah, be a ball player.
Go play ball.
Yeah.
We recruited you here because that's what you do.
Yeah.
When you become robotic, now anybody can beat you.
Yeah.
And so I think having Tommy Hill back this week, and I guess it hasn't been solidified up and stuck that he's back. I feel good that he'll play this weekend. And who else is another guy? Is Jamari Butler. He's been hurt pretty much the whole season.
Yeah.
He's just been thugging it out, right? He's just a dog inside of him. And Coach Rule even said this in his presser. He's like, Jamari just one of them old school guys that he just going to go with it. He's going to play. A lot of guys would sit it out. He goes, no, I'm going to play. And that's who Jamari is. Now he had a week off. He had that week off with a bye.
Right.
He's a lot healthier now. And this is a perfect game to get both those guys back to closer, full health, right? If we're talking about a high-powered offense, those are two guys on the defense who we need.
Right. When I look at this matchup, I'm conflicted because it's like, okay, what do you take away? Usually you want to take away something. Take away the run, take away the pass. I don't know, just because of, the Indiana runs probably 100, gets around like 100, I think it's 130, 140 yards rushing a game. I think it's actually around 200, and then they throw for 330. So they're averaging 535 yards a game. It's like the top 5 in the college football. So, you got an offense that's run the football effectively and throwing the football effectively. It's kind of like a pick your poison, but it's also a thing where they're going to do a lot of RPO stuff. So if you load the box up, you're really trusting your DBs. But if you play soft, I think honestly, you throw a bunch of coverages out there. I think sometimes you drop 8. I think sometimes you blitz man, sometimes you blitz zone, sometimes you go dime, sometimes you go nickel, and just throw so many different things at this offense, because they got so many playmakers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got 5 guys, I believe it's 5 guys over 200 receiving yards. Like, that's nuts. You know what I'm saying? You have a 2-back system. They have a 3rd back in number 8 who's pretty decent. But you got to find a way to take away something. And originally I'm like, man, take away the run, make them pass. But then I'm like, I don't know if I like that much, because you take away that, they might be comfy throwing the ball, right? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think you have to mix it up and really pressure this quarterback, because he's not mobile. You know, he's got one bad wheel, you know, in the brace. Anytime you see that knee brace, you know,
you're questionable.
Yeah. So, I mean, getting them uncomfortable, getting them rattled a little bit, sending some pressure, get some hits on them, make them think twice about, you know, stepping up in the pocket.
If it's me, and you said I'm in conflict, I'm taking away the run. And here's why. Because the run sets the tone for everything, right? We sat here talked about yesterday. You said both teams hold the ball for 31 minutes. I think you said
31.
Okay, so if we stop the run, they're not going to hold the ball. You're not going to hold the ball 31 minutes passing the ball. You're not going to do it.
Correct.
And if you do, we deserve to get beat.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Because I trust enough in Tony White to go and our playmakers to let them go be just that, right? I think that I'm going to call it right now. I'm going to see P. Will or one of those outside edge rushers is going to drop back and cover it, and he's going to have a pick this week. One of them. I'm not sure who.
I like P. Will.
I love P. Will, so that's why I said it. But, you know, one of them is going to do it. Watch.
I like it.
Good stuff breaking down how to stop Indiana's high-powered offense. We will be back in just a few minutes on The Locker Room here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in Southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or Northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
Hi, this is State Senator Carolyn Bozin. As a state senator, wife, and mom, I believe Nebraska is a great place to work and raise a family. My husband Reggie and I are local family business owners and proud to be involved in our community. Property tax relief is important to every family. Last year, I voted for the largest property tax relief package in Nebraska history, and I will continue to advocate for property tax relief. Vote Carolyn Bozin on November 5th. Paid for by Bozin for Legislature.
Tailored Life is your headquarters for all things fall in Bennett. Make the short drive down Highway 2 for tons of items for your home, both indoors and outdoors. Check out their variety of potted trees, mums, and more. Plus, porch pots and landscape lighting to enhance the outside of your home. Don't forget their home goods for indoors, plus convenient drinks and snacks, most of which are produced locally. Visit Tailored Life today in Bennett and stay tuned to their Facebook page at Tailored Life 360 for food truck events coming up.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right, most recommended Eustace Body Shop.
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
The electrical workers of local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today. It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
Over 75% of the patients that come to Limitless Male have been told over and over again by their primary care providers that their testosterone level is fine. Guess what? If you have all the symptoms of low testosterone, you're not fine. Come get a second opinion at Limitless Male. We have helped tens of thousands of men feel optimal again, and we can help you. Stop waiting. Come see the men's health experts. Book your free consult online at limitlessmale.com.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Hi, I'm State Senator Bo Ballard. I was born and raised right here in Lancaster County. I understand the value of hard work by being involved in our family business. I built my own company, creating jobs right here in our community. Nebraska families and business owners need lower taxes, more affordable health care, and a great education system. That is why I fought for the largest tax cut in Nebraska history, reduce the cost of healthcare, and help pass the biggest investment in our public schools. I'm Senator Bo Ballard, and I humbly ask for your vote on November 5th, paid for by Ballard for Nebraska.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just the professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Chancellor Brewington and Mikey Daniel. Brought to you by App Foundation Repair on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're back inside the locker room here today with Chancellor Brewington and Mikey Daniel. Again, as we get closer to Nebraska and Indiana, went through how to stop Indiana's high-powered offense there through the first segment. What do we got going for the second one?
Yeah, so I don't know if people saw Travis Hunter has some comments about Ashton Jency.
Oh, here we go.
And so I want to get Mikey's take because he took some shots. He took some shots at the running back.
Who did?
Travis Hunter. And so this is what he said. He said, I mean, y'all see Ashton Jency. It's not like we haven't seen a running back that's good. We haven't seen a player that plays both ways. I'm going to keep saying that. And then he went on to say that Ashton Jency has 92 carries, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that if he had 92 catches on offense, that he would have well over 1,000 yards by now. And that, you know, he has crazy good yak and that there's nobody like him in college football. Basically devaluing everything Ashton Jency has done. And he is young.
Who is young?
Travis Hunter, I mean, he's wearing, you know, SpongeBob, you know, whatever in the interview, you know.
Travis.
Oh,
Listen. We have seen good running backs. You know what I seen?
Yeah.
I seen bro running his mouth and get locked up by Tommy Hill down here on Memorial Lane. Right?
Memorial Lane, Memorial Drive.
Whatever it is, Memorial Stadium. I seen him get locked up, right? Part of winning a Heisman is not getting locked up ever.
Right.
When has Ashton got locked up all year? You could say Oregon, guess what? Went crazy on them. That's arguably the best team in the country right now. Went crazy on Nebraska is not.
Crazy.
Is not. Right? When it's not. But Ashton still went stupid.
Right.
We have never seen a performance like what Ashton doing right now. I don't care. We have seen good running backs. We have never seen one that's doing what he's doing. And yes, we have seen people do what you do. Your coach. Like Charles Woodson, there are some people can do it.
People can do it. I don't think they've been given the platform to do it.
No, because they didn't have platforms at all.
Right.
Right. He can go to social media and post a clip and the whole world sees it. They couldn't have done that back in the day.
Yeah. I think, you know,
the
logic behind the 92 carries and the 92 catches.
He
what
said,
do you think
what about that?
So basically he's saying that if he had 92 catches as opposed to, you know, Ashton Genty's 92 carries, he would have over 1,000 yards receiving by now.
Okay, so get open more. What do you mean? If you was that good, they would force feed you the ball somehow. You gonna get those carries,
right?
You gonna find a way,
right?
If you're that good and everybody listen.
Is he the best receiver on Colorado?
Remember earlier in the year you said what position will he play? Is he? You know, I can find a better receiver or a better corner on any team, right? Now, and I was kind of siding with him over you on that. Remember that?
Yeah.
But now that's just all gone. That's this statement blasphemous. You can't listen. It's like when people don't respect LeBron. You respect greatness. Even if you don't like him, you got to respect him. You have never seen what that boy is doing over in Boise State on that blue turf.
Never. On that
Never.
ugly blue turf.
On an ugly blue turf.
The ugly blue turf.
Bro, you guys are in the spotlight every weekend.
Because of this running back. If y'all had a running back on the team, this is the definition of an MVP.
Right.
Because if you don't have Ashton Genty, you are an average football team. With Ashton Genty, you're a top 15 team in the nation.
Crazy.
And you're a Mountain West team. You know how good you have to be for a Mountain West team to be in the top 25. And people say, oh, it's low comp. Well, if you're playing against low comp, guess what you should be doing? Busting day, you know what.
Right.
And guess what he's doing? Averaging over, I think right now he's averaging 180 yards or 175 yards a game.
He's the best player in college football.
There's no question.
No question.
No question. I do believe Travis Hunter is number 2.
Not anymore.
After these comments?
No. Well, yeah. But also after I watched him get smacked in the face by a real thug, which is Tommy Hill. Somebody who when he had to play somebody who's really about it, Tommy Hill's about it, bro.
Yeah.
He shut him up so fast.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
He did. I think I don't know. This Travis Hunter situation is interesting. Maybe I think I might have a different take than most people. I think I can find 15 better receivers than him in college football right now.
Yeah.
And I think I can find probably like 4 or 5 DBs better than him.
Yeah.
So like it's not like for me, like when I see Heisman, you the best at something.
Yeah.
Like you're the best. Derrick Henry was the best running back. You know, Lamar Jackson was the best quarterback. You know, Baker Mayfield was the best quarterback when he won it. You know, Kyler Murray was the best quarterback. Like that's when I see Heisman. Caleb Williams was the best quarterback. I see that. So like, yeah, you're really, really good at both ways. And I'm not taking anything away.
No.
But the fact of the matter is you're not the best receiver and you're not the best corner. Although you are very elite at both, you're just not the best. And I think that's what the conversation of the Heisman is about. Who's the best, right? You know, and even a guy like Shador, like I like him. I think, you know, he's in the top 10 race. I think his skill set is phenomenal, but he's not the best quarterback in the nation right now. To be honest, I don't really know who the best quarterback is. It's kind of been an up and down year, but that's my philosophy on Travis Hunter. And the 92 carries, 92 catches is just that logic. It just doesn't really make sense.
Not even close.
Yeah.
It's a way different game. Here's another thing. Every team knows what Boise State's going to do. They're going to run a football, which means what? They're going to load the box.
Right. And
guess what?
Ew.
You said he's averaging how much?
I believe. I mean, based on numbers, it's anywhere from 170 to 185.
Unheard of. Right? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's ridiculous numbers. And they know it. They'll probably out there. When I played a lot of football, I ran power every game.
Mm-hmm.
They're out there saying, when I come in, we have a fullback coming in, they're saying power right, he's coming right here, and we'll still average 5 yards of carry on it.
Mm.
They're doing the same thing to him. They're going out there and saying he's running right here, and he's still doing it.
And it's crazy when you turn on the film. It's super basic stuff.
Basic,
I mean, like
keeping it simple.
Stretch, duo, and that leads me into my next point. Do you think Nebraska's run game just needs to be simple and super traditional? And hey, we're just running inside zone here. You guys know it. We know it. The fans know it. Your mama know it. We're just gonna run the football here.
Less is more. I'm gonna line up and I'll punch you in the mouth.
So why
over and over and over again? Huh?
So why aren't we doing it? Is it? I think it. Let me ask you this: They preach the message of like pound the rock.
Yeah.
Right. You know, eventually the rock's gonna split open. Right. If you keep running duo, you keep running inside zone, real basic look. You know, say you get stuff for -2 yards. Do you just go away from it? Right. Or do you keep running it, and eventually something gonna pop? And I feel as if we just get super simple in the run game, you know, dress it up with some motions when you want, you know, but get super simple in the actual scheme. I think that's the missing piece for his run game, and actually trusting it. You got to trust it.
Well, also understand this: we have a line that's been here and there, right? So we got a young cat at left tackle, right? So we got to help them out.
Mm-hmm.
If we're doing all these different schemes, that's a lot to process, bro, for a young cat. He already got enough on his plate.
Right.
So keep the main thing. I'll run power, I'll run ISO, I'll run a stretch form of some sort, right? And then I do a fly sweep every game.
Mm-hmm.
5 to 10 fly sweeps a game.
Yeah.
Because
10.
No question.
Right.
Because your Corey Barney at any one of those
could take it 60.
You might tackle him for a loss of 5 one time, but with the next one, he gonna pop to the crib.
Yeah.
Right. Like, so, and the same with the backfield. Okay, they stopped us for a gain of 1. Great. They stopped us for a gain of 3. Great. They stopped us for a loss of 2. Great. Here we go. Next thing you know, boom, they out the gate.
Yeah.
Especially because you said what? Indiana likes to blitz a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to happen. They're going to hit you, and they're going to meet you behind the line of scrimmage or at the line of scrimmage, right? But eventually, they're going to miss. Eventually, they're going to call a blitz away from your run, and you're gone. See ya. Strike up the band. See ya, Emmett, right? You know what I'm saying? See ya, Gabe. See ya, Ramir, whoever it is. So you can never run away from anything. That just shows me that you're inferior.
Mm-hmm. One of my mentors, he says this. I don't think he knows a lick about football, but he says this and it applies. It's a universal principle. He says before you become great, you got to make a decision. Got to make a decision. You got to make a decision. Nebraska needs to decide, make a decision, decide, cut something off and decide that this is who we are and this is what we're going to do in this run game. Because you're split between two opinions in the run game. You're like, I think we can do this, but I want to do exotic stuff. I want to do this. I want to do this. Bro, just run the football. Just run the football traditional, like you're talking about. Get to it in many different ways. Because I think that's the secret sauce that this offense is missing. Urban Meyer said it earlier in the year. Mm-hmm. A young quarterback's best friend is a powerful run game. Right. And up to that point, he said Nebraska has it. Why? Because it looks super simple. The run game, you know, UTEP and Colorado look super simple. They're running simple things, get into it. But they've gone away from it since then. And now getting into Big Ten play, we've been preaching it. We've been saying it. You cannot just once you declare who you are this game, you are who you are.
Yeah, no, they have to do it. And like I said, it's going to lose us a game that it shouldn't. And I think it maybe already did. Truth be told.
I think it was the Illinois game.
Illinois, I mean, we gave the ball 20 times to Dante. He had 73 yards. And I don't know why I remember that, but you know,
he did have 70.
He missed too many opportunities, I would say, but you know, he left a lot of yards on the field, but we never truly established a rhythm or reason to anything we did before. We said that week in and week out. Why are we not doing what we should be doing? Keep the main thing the main thing. The teams that are the most successful can keep the main thing the main thing.
I think you die with one running back this week.
You said what?
I think you die with one running back. I think you mix in another one, but I think one guy gets majority of the carries.
Yeah, no question.
Because the rhythm, you can tell the rhythm of the guys is off.
Okay, who is it? Who's your one that you're dying with?
I'll go. I don't know. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not. Emmett.
Okay.
I'll go Emmett.
You have to.
I'll go Emmett. I think you give him 20 carries, and if he, if it ends up being a whatever game, then hey, wash it off. We'll get to the next one.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I believe you go with Emmett, and he's proved it. And you just got to get him going because, we saw like Purdue game. You give him like 1 or 2 carries, and then you pull him out. He doesn't get a touch till third quarter. And then third quarter, he gets going a little bit. But like you talked about, it's all about rhythm.
It's all about rhythm. And speaking of that, so we're in a rhythm right now. I'd say the team 5-1. They look really good.
Yeah.
Right. And even no matter what, you're gonna have something to pick apart. You have to. So the media in Coach Rule's press conference, they said, how do you feel about a bowl game? Whatever. They try to trap him like the media does. And his response was, I'm not gonna answer that question. I did this last year and it never happened. So he's like, I'm just gonna worry about the game. Right. We all know what it is this week. They win this week, they're bowl eligible.
Right.
Right. That's the trap. That is the trap of that's not keeping the main thing. And he hit it right on the head by bringing it back in. He's like, nah. You trapped me last season. Fool me once, right? But if you're not going to get me again.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to fall into that trap. I'm going to worry about going 1-0. And that's all that matters. At the end of the day, if we go 1-0, then every week, then we're in the bowl. And in a really good bowl. And in the top 12. Right. So the focus is not, are we going to be bowl eligible after the week? The focus is I have to beat Indiana, period.
Have to. Must.
Great job reshaping the focus there. All right, let's take a quick break here on The Locker Room. We'll be right back for the final segment in just a matter of minutes.
Over 75% of the patients that come to Limitless Male have been told over and over again by their primary care providers that their testosterone level is fine. Guess what? If you have all the symptoms of low testosterone, you're not fine. Come get a second opinion at Limitless Male. We have helped tens of thousands of men feel optimal again, and we can help you. Stop waiting. Come see the men's health experts. Book your free consult online at limitlessmale.com.
Are you looking for affordable drinks and a great atmosphere this football season? Highball Bar has you covered. Whether it's pregame tailgating, postgame festivities, or in-game celebrations, Highball Bar is the place to be. With $4 beers, $4 mixed drinks, and more during their 4 to 8 p.m. daily happy hour, Highball Bar will quickly become your go-to place to sit back, unwind, and be your team's #1 fan. Highball Bar, located in downtown Lincoln, just 3 blocks from Memorial Stadium at 122 North 11th Street.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring your friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. Hurry.
This deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
What a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up. Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh, yeah. This is a game changer.
Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and we want to thank all of our customers for a great September. And now it's time for our annual Halloween sales event happening right now at Koppel. Get 0% financing at Koppel. You heard right, 0% financing on select new models. Also, huge discounts up to $11,500 are available. It's our annual Halloween sales event. Get $11,500 off or 0% financing at Koppel. So please stop on by or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. 0% with roof credit.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in Southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or Northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. Ep Foundation Repair. We Fix Basements.
Davis Plumbing has been in business for over 15 years and is currently searching for journeyman plumbers to join their team. Experience is preferred, but not required for all applicants. When you join the team at Davis Plumbing, you'll receive full benefits package with paid time off. Join a small local business doing big things in Lincoln and surrounding areas. Apply today by calling 402-525-6922 or find them on social media. Davis Plumbing, locally owned and operated for over 15 years.
When your home fills up with family, Aloe Fiber makes sure that space is a happy place for everyone. Aloe Fiber experts install it all, and full service means step-by-step support, guiding you through everything so you can stay connected to what matters, and the family can always feel at home. Put the game on, and don't worry about your Wi-Fi calling a timeout. Better TV and internet service is one connection away. Call Aloe at 866-481-2556 or visit aloefiber.com.
Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel is the answer to all your lunch and dinner cravings. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burnt-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Don't forget their great sides like mac and cheese, cheesy potatoes, barbecue beans, or red slaw. Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel, open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway.
Attention students and anyone else looking for a great deal. Sun Valley Lanes and Games has the ultimate weeknight special. For just $15.95, enjoy unlimited bowling, lucky putt mini golf, and laser tag. Flash your college ID at check-in to receive $2 off your admission. It's the perfect way to unwind Sunday through Thursday nights. Check out sunvalleylanes.com for hours and availability. Sun Valley Lanes and Games, located at 321 Victory Lane.
Lincoln's best place to meet, eat, and compete. Sun Valley.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. You're listening to The Locker Room with Chancellor Brewington and Mikey Daniel. Brought to you by Ep Foundation Repair on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Yes, we are back inside the locker room here on 93.7 The Ticket. Had a great show so far talking about stopping the high-powered offense of Indiana. Also comparing Ashton Genty and Travis Hunter and getting more into that Nebraska-Indiana game, particularly with the run game. If you missed any of it, head to theticketfm.com later and check it out on the podcast page. But we still have some airtime. Let's get this final segment rolling here with Chancellor and Mikey.
Say, man, you know what's crazy?
What's crazy?
You can be 4-2. You could be 4-2. It's be a starting quarterback in the NFL and still go get benched.
It's a crazy world, and I think I know who you're talking about.
Who is that?
Justin Fields.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that, because you add in, let's say Russell Wilson comes in, okay? Russell Wilson comes in, he's healthy, and this offense takes a dip. Not a crazy dip, just a little bit of a dip, okay? Rhythm is kind of out of whack, and then it happens again for a second week. What do? You got to go back to
Justin Fields. But here's the thing. I don't think it will. I think they will be better. And honestly, their offense hasn't been good. I won't even lie about it. And Justin Fields, I'm pretty sure even said, honestly, I haven't played that well. Like, he even said that. He's been keeping him around because he can run the ball. I think George Pickens is going to flourish with having Russell now. And I think Russell's going to be revitalized. I really do. I think we'll see a Seattle Russell. Whereas I think he's going to go there and ball out. They could do him a favor and go get him another receiver, though.
Yeah.
They got rid of Deontay Johnson, so they have George Pickens, and they got this Calvin Austin guy, but not a true
Gotta go get you
You got to go
something.
get somebody. Even if that's D Hop, right? Trading for D Hop or finding
Right.
a way to trade for imagine Calvin Ridley over there.
Yeah.
You need to go get
Yeah.
somebody, and
Yeah.
there's plenty of pieces around the league
Man,
that are
yeah.
unhappy,
Yeah.
and it's just not
CD.
working out. Oh well, shoot.
CD, come and talk to me in Pittsburgh.
I'm telling you, sign me up. It would never happen.
How,
But
how do you feel about Najee? I feel as if like a lot of people are unhappy with the way he's running the football.
I can't stand him because he wanted to be bad all year. Like he don't really do a whole lot. And then all of a sudden I'm playing him in fantasy this week and he goes off for 22 points and I lost. Like, what are we doing? You want to be bad all year and then all of a sudden this week you want to play well?
Right.
Come on, bro. Like you've been on their bench the whole season and everyone else was on a bye week. So you happen to get in. Now you want to ball out.
Yeah. I mean, the Steelers offense has some, concern with, Najee's consistency and, George Pickens having, whether people, some people call him a drama king, like, this, and this, but the film don't lie. The lack of effort is there. I mean, he's loafing all over the place. When Russell comes back, he's not going to allow that.
No. And I think you have that respect that, like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I need to be doing.
Yeah. And maybe some of that is maybe because, Justin Fields is, doing a lot of running in the quarterback game. So, maybe he's upset that he's not getting the ball as much.
Yeah.
But still, like, that's unacceptable.
He's not a great thrower. Justin Fields is not great.
Right.
He's just not. The best running back in that team is Cordell Patterson. Cordero's filthy, bro. He got hurt, but before he got hurt, he was really eating.
Right.
Like, he was toting. Here's the thing.
Cordell's nasty.
He's nasty. Here's what I would do, though. Because they have Jalen Warren and they have Najee. Those are good running backs.
Yeah.
Right? They're good. I would go ahead and throw Cordero back out to his homeland, which is at receiver. Right? Why not put that extra piece out there? He's an immediate deep threat and just have him on the field at all time. Because if I have him in the running back rotation, I can still do that.
Yeah.
But why not have him on the field at all times?
Yeah, you can, and it adds a different element that defense had to prepare for.
Not like he doesn't know how to play the position. He did it for years in Minnesota and did it well.
Right.
So just give him another opportunity, another receiver, another option. I think that would be great for them. But I think, okay, Aaron Rodgers and Devontae.
Yeah.
We talked about this yesterday. Are they a Super Bowl team now? We both said no.
No.
But will they both kind of be revitalized, you think?
It's yes or it's gonna be like yes or like this was a terrible idea.
Ooh,
I think it's gonna be like wow, like they're making a real run. This team is completely different, or it's gonna be well, maybe he could have stayed over with the Raiders. Then Aaron Rodgers just isn't the same Aaron Rodgers after his Achilles. He's getting older, yada yada yada. That whole conversation, but the fact of Devontae coming in there and you really changing the whole offense, I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I think he's going to come in there and just absolutely tear it apart. This offense is going to change. Breece Hall is going to get more touches and just be more effective, I should say, more efficient. And Aaron Rodgers is going to be able to, spread the ball, and Garrett Wilson is going to benefit from it. Getting a veteran leadership from Devontae. Lazard is going to benefit from it. I think this Jets team will get better, and I think the defense will even get better from this too.
I agree.
Yeah.
He just has that swagger where he just brings people up.
Yeah.
Okay, let's dive into tonight real quick before we get out of here. We got the Broncos at the Saints. All right, you have no Taysom Hill, no Chris Olave, and no Derek Carr down in New Orleans.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then over there in Denver, you have no Pat Surtain.
Oh.
So their number one corner and their number one receiver are both down. At least, at least even. Right.
Little cross
but
out.
we got two young rookies. One of them making their first career start. Oh, did he start last week? Or no, he came in.
Yeah.
No, he started. Yeah,
Wait,
he started.
no.
He started against Tampa Bay.
Spencer?
I think so, didn't he?
I don't think so.
I'll look into it.
Yeah, either way.
So
we got two rookies.
Mm-hmm.
What do you see going on tonight? And do you still stand on the Saints? We both picked the Saints yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking with Coach Barry Thompson last night on the one-on-one with DP. I filled in, and he was talking about like Bo Nix looks like I mentioned this. There's carryover in this Oregon Auburn offense that he does really well, and they've carried it over to the Broncos. Sean Payton has done a great job of getting him in things that he's comfortable with, that he's effective in. He's not a guy who's just going to sit back there and throw 45 passes, right? You have to get him outside of pocket in the run game as well. Get him moving. That's where he's best. I still have the Saints. I think the Saints go on a little mini run with Spencer Rattler.
Oh, a mini run,
like 2 games.
Oh, that's really mini. Okay, yeah, no, I'm with you, man. I still like the Saints as well. I think Spencer Rattler is going to knock it out of the park. I think he's, like I said, he's just unconscious. So yeah. I'm with you, man, and I like the Saints tonight too.
Yeah, just to back that up, Spencer Rattler did start last week against the Bucks.
Okay.
They did lose 51-27, but
he didn't have to throw that out there.
Well,
yeah. Come on, Bach.
He had 243 yards passing and a touchdown. So
there we go.
There's that.
There you go.
Also, to a
comeback kid.
Yeah. All right, that'll wrap it up for the locker room today. We will be back tomorrow, but on the block coming up next year on 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in Southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or Northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
Tailored Life is your headquarters for all things fall in Bennett. Make the short drive down Highway 2 for tons of items for your home, both indoors and outdoors. Check out their variety of potted trees, mums, and more. Plus, porch pots and landscape lighting to enhance the outside of your home. Don't forget their home goods for indoors, plus convenient drinks and snacks, most of which are produced locally. Visit Tailored Life today in Bennett and stay tuned to their Facebook page at Tailored Life 360 for food truck events coming up.
Empower a child today with a Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to